I love when you don't do your updates on your iPhone devices and the device ends up just not working properly at all. Like the camera literally stops recording in the middle of the video. But anyway, I got cut off on my NHL video, so that final pick was Dallas minus 125 and the over 5 goals in that matchup there. But yeah, funny how that works with Apple products. When you don't do your update immediately, your device is rendered useless. So anyway, sorry about that. My recording device just stopped in the middle of the podcast. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and move on and cover some Major League Baseball action. It's a big conspiracy. I think there's something fishy about that. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on. And we're going to begin with Detroit taking on Boston. Now, we did skip ahead a couple games. There's a few games that don't have any lines on them. There's also some games that I feel are a little bit more important than others. So for some reason, I'm really liking this Detroit-Boston matchup. Now, that's going to be a 7:10 Eastern first pitch in Beantown. Now, Boston opened the betting as the $2.35 favorite with a total at 8.5. Now, we haven't seen a whole lot of movement on the total in this game, but we did see a 15-cent fade of Boston on the money line. They're now 220. So once again, the Red Sox open 235 down to 220. Total's 8.5. 62% of the consensus is leaning toward Boston. 51% is shaded toward the under. Right now, Detroit is plus 195 on the money line. Now we have Boyd probable for Detroit. Chris Sale probable for Boston. Boyd is 1-1 with a 2.96 ERA for the Tigers. Chris Sale really struggling. 0-4 so far for Boston. I don't think Chris Sale has even lost 4 games in a season. But anyway, Chris Sale 0-4 with an 8.50 ERA for Boston. Having said that, though, he's got to try. I mean, the guy's an exceptional talent, exceptional arm, great mind. Detroit's 29th in road scoring, second to last in Major League Baseball. They are also 28th in hits allowed. 28th in hits on the road at the plate, and they're striking out 11.2 times per contest on average. So once again, Detroit 29th in road scoring, 28th in hits allowed. They're striking out 11.2 times per contest. Now Boston is coming off a 3-game sweep of the Rays, 3-game winning streak, all 3 games against the Tampa Bay Rays, who was the best team in baseball, at least by the start of the weekend. Boston is second in strikeouts, too. They're striking out just 6.5 times per contest. When it comes to the scoring in this one, Boston is 5-2 to the under in their last 7, and they're 5-1 to the under in their last 6 taking on Detroit. So with all that in mind, I think this is a pretty good spot here to lay the 1.5, even though we might not see a whole lot of scoring from Detroit. So I like Boston minus 1.5, getting the job done on the run line in the under. 8.5 runs in that game there. All right, next matchup, Phillies Mets. And I'll tell you what, the NL East, they've really been kind of banging each other up. This is like the second or third time the Phils have played the Mets, and I know that the Phillies played the Nationals in like 3 series in the first 2 weeks. So NL East really getting in those divisional games. But anyway, Philadelphia taking on the Mets, 7:10 Eastern first pitch in Flushing, Queens. Now the Mets open as the $1.05 favorite with a total of 8. Not a whole lot of movement in this one. We did see a 5-cent move toward the Mets. We also saw a little bit of movement upward on the total. We're looking at 110 and 8.5. So once again, New York open 105 up to minus 110. Total open 8 up to 8.5. 63% are leaning toward the Phils. 65% shaded toward the over. Right now, Philadelphia is plus $1 on the money line. We have Jake Arrieta for the Phils, Steven Matz for the Mets. Arrieta is 3-1 with a 2.25 ERA. Looking like his old form. Very good start of the year for Jake Arrieta. Meanwhile, Matz on the other side is 1-1 with a 4.96 ERA. The Mets have lost 4 out of their last 5. They're also just 2-6 straight up in their last 8. They rank second to last in the MLB in runs allowed. They're also 28th in hits allowed. Philadelphia on the other side, well, they've been hitting machines. They're 5th in scoring, 7th in hits, 1st in walks. So they're always getting people on base. And a lot of times they're driving them in. One more thing to note, Philadelphia's 3-1 when Jake Arrieta makes the start. Now, total-wise, the Mets are 80% to the over in their last 5 at home. I'm going to lean toward the Fightin' Phils plus $1, catching even money in the over 8.5 runs in that matchup there. Next game, I like Minnesota taking on Houston. 8:10 Eastern first pitch in Houston. The Astros opened $1.80, total at 9. Just a nickel move on the money line toward Houston up to 185. So once again, the Astros opened $1.80 up to $1.85, totals at 9. 65% are leaning Houston, 60% shaded toward the over. Right now, Minnesota's plus $1.60 on the money line. Houston, $1.05 on the run line. We have Jake Odorizzi for the Twins, Brad Peacock for the Astros. Odorizzi is 1-2 with a 4.76 ERA. Peacock is 2-0 with a 3.94 ERA. Now, Minnesota's 12-7 overall for the year, 2nd in road scoring, 6.9 runs per contest in that category there. They're also 2nd in road hits at 11.1. A couple more things to add about Minnesota. They are 4-1 straight up in their last 5 on the road. Their offense is striking out just 7.4 times per contest on the road. That puts them at 2nd in Major League Baseball in that category there. Meanwhile, Houston on the other side, losers in 3 out of their last 4. They've also failed to cover in 6 out of their last 9 at home. Now, when it comes to total, Minnesota is 80% to the over in their last 5 on the road. I'm going to lean Twins plus 1.5, getting the job done on the run line in the over 9 runs in that matchup there. All right, next game, it is going to be Yankees-Angels, and I do have one more after this as well. But Yankees taking on the Angels. That'll be a 10:07 Eastern first pitch in Los Angeles. Now, the Yankees open as the $1.10 favorite with the total at 8.5. Now, we did see a little bit of movement on this one. Nickel move toward the Yankees up to $1.15. So once again, New York opened $1.10 up to -115. Total's 8.5. 58% of the consensus is leaning toward the Yankees. 73% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Angels are -105 on the money line. Yankees plus 145 on the run line, laying the run and a half. Now, Jay Happ is the projected starter for the Yankees. He's 0-2 with a 7.23 ERA. Meanwhile, for the Angels, not much better, as Matt Harvey, who I believe is their number 2. Oh, you're in a bad spot when Matt Harvey's your number 2. He is 0-2 with a 9.65 ERA. Those are your probables, your patreon.com/Brock Page probables for that matchup there. Looks like I just developed a new marketing strategy with our patreon.com/Brock Page starters. New York 5-1 straight up in their last 6. They are 6-2 against the number in their last 8 on the road. And of course, whenever I refer to the spread or the number in Major League Baseball, I'm actually referring to the run line. So once again, New York 6-2 ATS in their last 8 on the road. That means they've covered the run line in 6 out of their last 8 trips when traveling. They also rank 3rd in runs scored on the road and 6th in road hits. Meanwhile, on the other side, LA is, well, they've been losers in 7 out of their last 9. They're also 21st in hits. Now, total-wise, the Yankees are 5-1 to the over away from home. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean Yankees -115 in the over 8.5 in that game. All right, next and final matchup for our MLB slate. And we did not get cut off by the iPad just yet. So we're going to try to make it through one more game. But anyway, got to make those updates. If you don't update your Apple product, it will turn on you real quick. But anyway, Texas taking on Oakland, 10:07 Eastern first pitch in Oakland. The Athletics open the betting as the $1.15 favorite, total 8.5. And Oakland's taking a good amount of money in the early going here. 15-cent move toward the A's up to $1.30. So once again, Oakland opened $1.15 up to -130. Total's 8.5. 51% are leaning Athletics, 64% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Rangers are plus $1.15 on the money line. Oakland plus $1.60 on the run line. We have Mike Minor for the Rangers, Bassett for the A's. Mike Minor is 2-1 with a 2.60 ERA. Bassett is making his first start of the year. I like the Texas Rangers in this spot here as the road dog. Give me Texas plus $1.15 and the under 8.5 in that matchup there. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me. Once again, happy Monday to you. Let's go ahead and get this week started off right. Don't forget to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage. We're doing incredible on our picks. Had a great week this past week. So you're certainly costing yourself some valuable information each and every day you're not subscribed to patreon.com/BrockPage. Link is in the description section below. But most importantly, thank you for watching this free program, this free content right here on YouTube. This is what I love. I enjoy it. Being in front of the camera, divulging all the information, all my research. I love it, man. I love it. And I love the banter back and forth in the comments section. You know what? If everybody agreed in the comments section, then we really wouldn't be doing anything unique. So those comments are always a lot of fun. They're a gas to take a look at. But anyway, thank you for watching this free content here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this free information. And don't forget to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage.